Hey, what's up, you guys? Atronis here, and then in this game commentary analysis, we'll be going over Enel versus the Rob Lucci matchup, and then this will be the deck that I ran for this tournament, and this will be heading to round 4, where I went 4-1 for this local tournament. So in this matchup, uh, Rob Lucci is favored if they're able to pop and maintain board control. I can't really do much if they keep popping everything. So for me, if I win dice roll, I go second and get rid of the curve. But unfortunately, he won dice roll. So what I'll do is play Flampe, find my Flampes, and have him swing at me when I'm at 1 life, and then just to utilize his lead effect. And then it will benefit me more because he has to swing to fill up his trash. So luckily, I'll just see at least 2 Flampes, which is already good. Which means he could just only swing once, just to fill up his trash, and then the swings right after that, I get to refresh my hand for free. So I swing for 5, he gives me a Rebecca. 4 Dawn, and luckily on this 2 Dawn turn, you did not see stage. Let me lower this down a little bit. So he swings 5, fill up that trash. We saw E show and attempt his kick go down. I'll take that life. No trigger. I have at least 2 Rygals now, which is really good to this matchup. 4 for Khalifa, so he refreshes his hand, which is totally reasonable. Trash Rology, good. And we go, we're thinking. And then another Khalifa. So the past turn, 5 Dawn turn, he's at 5 lives. So I'll just swing and pop. Let's see if I did swing though. Okay, so I did not swing. So after playing several games, I realized into black you just swing at them afterwards. So me starving the Rob Lucci right now is per other is kind of a mistake. After play testing more and else to Rob Lucci's. You should only starve certain matchups. And then for Rob Lucci, I'll be making a stageless Rob Lucci deck eventually. Trying to tweak it out, make it more consistent. It's kind of hard to make a Rob Lucci deck and rely on high rolling just to manage the deck. So he'll play a sub blocker, which will make his hand even more godlike, which is very reasonable, very nice. Trash a Kaku 2K. Trash stage. Okay. 1 for spawn up. 1, 2, 3. He can only grab the Kaku. Try Kakamora and Rebecca. So it's nice to see Kakamora get trashed. So this is where I said he has to swing to fill up his trash. So at this point he won't swing, which means he has to rely on trashing with Sabo, Khalifa's, Spandums, to fill up his trash now at this point. So basically he has to pray, he has to guard. So I do Onami, just give drain his hand. And the first banish was a Gekomora, so I'm over here happy. We saw at least 2 Geckos and 1 Isha in his trash already, alone. So now I start playing more aggressive. He takes, he's down to 3 lives. So our big cards, looks like we have at least 3 Rygos, 1 0 cost, 1 Yamato. I believe that was 1 category. Unfortunately, no 10 cost Ace right now, but it's still early. So he can play 8 Don right here, 8 cost. Let's see what he'll do. A Gecko or Isha is mandatory. So he plays 8 cost Sabo. So he pop, which is fine, but he trashes a Rob Lucci, so he trashed 1 card. So I'll draw into Gudatsu. Gudatsu at this point is useless. So I should be on my 9 Dawn turn. So I'll immediately just do 8 to life. And then with 6 Dawn up, you already know, Rygo. Okay, the Sabo. I'll just pass turn. This hurts the Rob Lucci more because he also has to pitch one card. And he won't be swinging at me. So he's looking through his trash, and again, after playing these two flampes and bringing my life down to 1, he won't have a very versatile or a variety of cards in his trash because he's not swinging with his leader. He doesn't want me to refresh my hand, which will benefit me even more than him feeling his trash. So he's trying to play with what he has in his trash. Maybe if he has a Gecko, he'll play Gecko, but I'll recommend playing a big body here, Gecko or maybe Isho. Sabo works, but there's no reason popping just 2 baby cards. So the Gecko comes down. So Rob Lucci to maybe a Spondum if he has a Spondum, or maybe a Spandine. Return 3 CP cards. Grab Khalifa. Okay, so we're not getting any 2 costs or lower. So he'll get rid of 3 cards: the Tempest Kick, Sabo, and Gecko. Get rid of both the Flampes. So at this point, I'm in a slightly bad position. I top deck a category. So what I could do here is Rygo the Gecko, or maybe swing 7 as leader and 8 drop the Gecko to the bottom of his life. So that's the best play. 7 and then 8 cost Gecko. I'd rather do that over the Rygo because I want to develop a body. Because right now I'm losing board control with that Ralucci still up. And also with the 7k hit, it appears he dropped 3 cards over 1 case. So I believe that's a misplay. The moment he saw me swing with 7, he should have took the live because already I had 8 dons up. He should know a Gecko's coming. I mean, the category's coming down, which means I was going to give him another life, which bring him back to 2 lives. So that was his misplay for sure. So again, he has to feel his trash. Let's say he probably has another Gecko in his hand. He's feeling the trash even more. I believe that's Alt Art Brook right there in his trash right now. Let's see what he does here.
They're all garbage. They're nothing but 2Ks.
1, Tempest Kick. -3 to my category. He's at 5. One.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm here.
And then Tempest Kick. My category is now at 2. And maybe a Gecko comes down. 4. Looks like we're about to see a hard play Ralucci. Yep, we do.
Garbage card, like, what's his name?
A Tempest Kick, Gecko, and a Rob Lucci from looks like it. No, he doesn't, so he picks that back up. I don't see the last card, but it's whatever. So I draw. I top deck a Strahoshi blocker. Strahoshi blocker is pretty good into this matchup, which means they're basically a Boris Lino blocker. They can't really pop it unless they want to give me a life. So what I do here is establish the Yamato, pop one of Ralucci, get a life, and then with 1 Don, I get to swing 6 to his life. A standard play, nothing crazy. Unfortunately, no 10 cost Luffy or Ace yet. His best play here would be Stussy, KO his Spanda, KO my Yamato, and I'll be in big trouble. But with just two cards in hand from looks of it, I don't think he has any other big cards. But let's see what he does.
Oh, seven where? Life? Oh.
Yeah, that's what I want you
He's
to do.
about to throw five down.
God, who do you think I am?
Five.
Yeah,
Maybe stop a blocker.
that's the taunt I'm gonna use. You're crazy. I'm better than that. It's gonna be two blockers.
What are we looking at?
I would give me three cards in hand. I don't have a problem with that.
So, okay, so we're doing 7 life. So now he can start feeling his trash up.
Nope.
So we see a Raw Lucci
Try.
and a Kaku 2K. I'll take that.
No trigger.
I think my
So
hand.
we had a Veggie trigger, but we never used it.
Yeah.
But you can
So
play
stop
a
block
fucking
comes down.
blocker that you don't run. 'Cause I know you run it. You run the freaking treasure. I seen it on your hand deck.
Some Yamato will live this turn, which is good.
What are you bluffing for? What are you bluffing? Who you bluffing at?
So he trashes.
One card?
Trying to do this.
Yeah.
That's good. That's two 2Ks. Turn pass. Two 2Ks. You love to see it. Hey, you should try to bottom deck it.
So I top deck the Gadatsu, which I don't need anymore. So I'm eyeing at this point. I could play the 8 drops, but I don't think that's the best move. Unfortunately, he's my only big body. I can't KO his Rob Lucci with the 5 cost Luffy. So I'll just play around with his life. He took the 5k swing, which I believe he should have blocked with 6. I feel like at this point he's trying to get more cards in here, which is very, I guess, decent. But there's no need to. So 2, I'll establish the Shoshi blocker. And I bring the Shoshi blocker to my life.
No. No.
I want to stick around longer.
I wasn't going to score.
I figured less arts means more chances I can win.
This is just to counter against the amount of bodies he has now. We have 3. He has 3 characters with 6k bodies. I have 2 big bodies now, so it's pretty good for me.
I don't have enough counter.
How many cards do you have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So I have 9 cards.
You're good.
Last time we saw him, he had 2 cards, and then he drew 3, and he took 2 lives, so he had at least 5 cards in hand. So 9 cards to 5 cards.
You know, he's getting like 4 decent days, you know? Vibes. Just block, brother.
Are we done?
What are we thinking? So he needs 1, 2, 3, 4 successful swings to end game. I have 9 cards in hand.
Eight.
He has 1 life.
She's bigger bag. It's fine.
So we'll do 1. Tempest kick. Minus 2 to category. He's at 5. 1. Ice Age. Minus 5 to Yamato. She's at 4. 5. With leader. Trash top 2. Yamato's at 3. So let's go about see 8 drop Sabo. I'll take that. 8. Yep, Sabo. Both gets popped, unfortunately. However, I do believe that brings him down to 1 card in hand. He bats turn, I'll draw. So the good thing here is that I can start popping his cards now with maybe pop the Rob Lucci's. I could raggle the A drop if I wanted to. But let's see what I'll do here. I do believe I have no big bodies. So I do play the Luffy, get rid of the Lucci, draw a card. Unfortunately, I do not see a 10 cost ace still. So with the 5 cost Luffy, I'm down to 5 cards in hand. He does have 1 card, so in with the just 2 6K blocker, let's do 6, and then yeah, blocks or takes.
Go 5 times.
So he'll take it, which might be a mistake on my part, because then he has 2 blockers up there already. So he gets Gecko to Rebecca to have 3 blockers. So with the 5 downs, I'll swing with 6 and then play out 2 Shirahoshi blockers. For those who don't know, Shirahoshi blockers is really good to black matchups because if Shirahoshi were to get KO'd, I get a life.
Think about it. Alright, too early.
So for him to get rid of it, I have to block or they KO. Into black,
7.5.
he's probably gonna KO.
Turn pass.
It's really tricky. But unfortunately, the 8 cost Sabo does stick, which sucks. So right now I'm losing board control. So he'll do 5 to lead. Trash out 2. Well, looks like we see another Sabo, 8 cost Sabo, and the Isho.
A little less than what, is needed.
So I'll just take that. And, ooh, luckily I have a Onami trigger, so I'll get to KO one of the Sabo blockers, which is really good. Use leader effect to trash Gedatsu. Get a life. 8. So we'll see another big body. Gecko. Gecko to Rob Lucci. To Hemepo. So he'll use Leech's effect. So it looks like we're about to see both Shirahoshi blockers get popped, which I do believe is a misplay. Giving me 2 more lives, making it hard for him to end game. But he does have 5 bodies on the board, like a swing. I do believe that brings him down to 1 card in hand. So both gets popped. I get 2 more lives. And after that play, I do believe he forgot that the Shirahoshi block is giving me life. And then he passed turn. So with just 2 cards in hand, what I could do now is maybe Raigo the Sabo blocker. And that I actually do. And I just do 9 to life. And he can't, with just 2 cards, I bet he could have 2-2. Unless he, I mean, he does have 2 downs up, so it could be a tech card for a 2 cost event, black card. But no one runs that. And that's game. That game, I did not find any 10 cost ace. And I wasn't able to see any 5 cost Shirahoshi triggers. But oh well. However, and at the same time, I did not see any 7 cost Enels into the black matchup. You guys see all 7 cost Enels. Just play them out as soon as you can. It's hard for black to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it twice. Obviously see your big bodies. Keep your Raigos to pop the big cards. The Nami triggers are really nice. Keep your Gadatsus as usual. Starve just for a little bit. Starve just like the moment you start popping, they start swinging. For sure, Shirahoshi blockers. Play at least 2, 1 or 2. Especially the Flampeys. I was able to see 2 Flampeys, so he stopped swinging on my life. But I believe that's it for this matchup. And then so there were 2 misplays for the Rob Lucci player. The first time I played my A-drop Katakuri, when I swung for 7, he countered with 3 cards, 1-3-1Ks. What he should have done from the get-go was that the moment he saw that I had 8 downs up, after I swung with 2 for 7 on my leader, He should have just take that life, and he should have known the A-Job Katakuri was coming down. I was gonna bounce his Gecko, basically bring him back to 2 lives already. So, but instead he countered, and he was at 3 lives. So that was the first misplay, and then the second misplay was KOing both my Shirahoshi blockers to give me 2 lives. But again, he did admit he forgot to give me lives. But regardless of them giving me life or not, I just Raigon got rid of those 2 extra lives and went straight for game. But that wraps up for this matchup against Lucci. And again, the matchup against Lucci is very unfavored if they were able to pop everything. And he was able to pop everything. It's just that the triggers helped me out, the old Nami triggers, to where I was able to pop, and he was taking lives easily. And that wraps up for this video, and have a good day, and I appreciate you guys watching. See you around.